wheels. Man, that guy's crazy. So this car is the 100th anniversary Hertz Z06 Corvette, and it is an absolute beast of a car. So inside this beast is the Z06 6.2 liter supercharged. I'm not even sure if it's an LS7, LS8 motor, but as you can see, pretty big supercharger. Looks like we've got our intake, our air cooler, so that you've got downforce. Comes through the vent here, comes through there, comes out over the hood. Get a nice K&N filter in there. Chevy Performance package on it, so it breathes right in from, I guess, the fender of some sort, someplace, which is actually very cool. This looks like the battery box here. This car is aesthetically very, very, very pleasing. You have Corvette brakes. Look at the size of them things. They are absolutely huge. They need a little bit of a bath, but you do have nice Z06 stamps on your wheels. As mentioned before, trunk. Looks like we have some downforce vents here to hold the road. The trunk pops up. Very, very, very nice. A lot of payload in here. In my opinion, this has got a lot of payload. As mentioned before, the roof comes off, clips into here, which is quite nice if you ask me. Don't mind a license plate, you can check it. It doesn't really apply to anything, but this is one sweet, sweet vehicle. The pleasure of driving this car. Notice how that, hold on, let's show you that again. So pop the thing up for your trunk, and it appears that the trunk comes down, and you push it down and it will actually suck itself down in, and then it's all rubberized inside for aerodynamic efficiency. I think this thing is a very sweet car. The hood comes down just like a normal hood. Slam it down, good to go. This is a warm start. That's a warm start. Exhaust is in track pack right now. Exhaust valve set to stealth. Exhaust valve set to tour. Exhaust valve set to sport. Exhaust valve set to track. So as I mentioned earlier, in the nighttime, you flip these two flips. You flip this one here, so you got to push it in, pop it down. Then you simply lift the roof off once your trunk's open. Come over here like this, pop it up in the front, lift up the back, carry the whole bad beast right over here into the trunk. Sit it down for a second. You need to clip, there's 2 hooks here in the front. There's 2 hooks down here in the front that go right in here. So basically you pick it up, you clip it on each side, like so, and then you push down into these 2 little ball points go into here. Now she's secure. Shut your trunk, and away we go.
Exhaust valve set to stealth. Exhaust valve set to tour. Exhaust valve set to sport. Exhaust valve set to track.
So to recap, inside here we've got options. So you can go to performance and you can see all your performance information. Tires, horsepower, all that good stuff, battery, temp, oil pressures, stuff like that. I don't know what that means. I'll put that to 0. That's a G-force indicator. G's again, and then back to normal. Go back to information. Then it tells you what your average fuel economy is, PSI, oil life, fuel range, trip information, speed limit, engine hours, speed limit if you've got one, fuel used, and so forth. Another cool thing here is you've got, of course the sun's real bad, but in settings, if we go into settings, you can go to drive mode. Drive mode does engine sound management. This is what I was showing earlier with it's got open valves for the exhaust. So you can change that, which is pretty cool. Valet mode and all that good stuff too. Yes, I know this is ancient technology. I'm using a, what is this? Monopod selfie stick rod. But so my thoughts on this car is that I mean, it's a nice car for what you get, you know, for what you pay for. Obviously, you get a nice quality product. In the market, I don't know what to put up against. I mean, you're probably talking like 911 Porsches, probably the Jaguar F-Type, both of which are over 100,000, to what I remember. So, for what you pay for in this particular vehicle, I mean, it seems like this is a really fun vehicle to have. It's obviously it's a real looker. People look at it, you know, they go crazy for it. So, you know, having said that, my final thoughts on this car are that it's worth the money, I think, if you can afford it and you feel like buying something that's American muscle. Obviously, it'll be more of a collectible in the future than most other vehicles will be because of what it is, supercharged and everything. I just got done hand wiping it down because I wanted to make sure it was pretty clean before I take it back to whoever I got to return it to at Hertz. But like I said, again, it's a Hertz. It's a 100 series car, so there's only, apparently I thought there was 75, there's only 100 of them produced in the entire US. This is car number 12. So that's pretty interesting. I can actually show that to you if you'd like. It's down here in the center console. You can see it down there. But yeah, so my final thoughts on this car are that it's a beautiful machine. It's been nice to drive it. Looks good sitting in my garage, that's for sure. I get an offer to buy this car eventually in the future. I might consider it, tell you the truth. I mean, I'd have to remove some of these things in my garage as it is, but yeah, well,